Hello guys, today I want to talk about something that really frustrates me, which is Nikon's vibration reduction system. As you can see over here, I have two of the Nikon's VR lens. One is the 105 2.8G ED VR macro lens that I use for my product photography, and another one I use, it's one of the newest edition, which is Nikon's newest AF-S Nikkor 70-200 2.8E FLED. I bought this lens actually 13 months ago. And today, when I was on a important wedding photo shoot, actually yesterday, when I was on the wedding photo shoot, it actually failed spectacularly. The VR stopped working yesterday, and it doesn't matter which VR mode dial I was on, it just stopped working on spot. I mean, right now the camera is on. Usually you should hear the vibration reduction motor working its magic, but over here when I half press the shutter, it's dead silent. It doesn't matter which mode it was on, VR just doesn't work. And I was trying to be photographing at 200 and from really far away, and I realized my pictures come out super shaky because when I first got this lens, I did a few engagement photo shoots on the beach, and it was fantastic. There was no shakiness at all. All the pictures come out super crystal clear and sharp and in focus. And this time, things didn't turn out right. So I started realizing that the VR actually stopped working. That's super frustrating. So I have to submit a warranty service request to Nikon. The problem is I bought it last February, so the warranty expired this February, and this is like the 13th month and it stopped working. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully Nikon would honor their warranty, because I barely use this lens. I used probably less than 10 times on the photo shoot. And this one, my macro lens, I had it for about 2-3 years. The VR works, but there's something horribly wrong, because I think one day it just started making those noises, because when you have the camera off, it's not supposed to, the VR element inside the motor is not supposed to be dangling around and making noises. But in this case, this lens actually had the VR motor loose. It's not supposed to make this noise. Okay, when I first bought it, it was fine, and now it starts to make this crazy noise. For this lens, the VR still works, but the crazy thing is manual and auto switch broke. So now if I put it on manual, I was on photo shoot and I was trying to manually focus, and I was like, I made sure I was in manual mode, but it started focusing. So maybe I'll show you guys how it happened, or maybe I should be able to demonstrate in this case, because the manual just doesn't work. If I'm in manual mode, it's still doing the autofocusing. Super annoying. Let's see if I can duplicate this problem. So now it's in autofocus, and apparently the manual decides to work again on video, so it doesn't embarrass itself. So last time when I was trying it, another funny thing is sometimes the VR would stop working, and I don't know why. Those things just happen spontaneously. Well, I guess this time when I try to show you guys on the video, it starts to work. Maybe because I cleaned my camera contact a little bit, but for the most part, last time I was on a photo shoot, the manual switch actually, when I engage it, it actually starts to autofocus. Super annoying. So I guess in this instance, this one decides to work again, but I'm pretty sure eventually it's gonna the manual override is not gonna work anymore. And so not sure if you can hear the sound. So that's a VR motor working, and on the on my newest 70-200 FLE, the VR simply doesn't work when the power is turned on. So I turn the VR on, and you don't hear any sound because the VR motor is not working. And of course, if you shake it, you're not supposed to be hearing the VR motor dangling around inside like this one. So this one is partially broken but still working, and this one is, the VR is totally broke. Super frustrating. This is my D750. I also have a D500. This thing doesn't work on D500 as well, so I'm pretty sure the VR for this lens is broke. Now I don't know what to say because I'm sending this one back, and I'm actually ordering some Sony equipment. So hopefully the Sony would help me solve those frustrations, and everything would be working correctly, because I've been using Nikon since 2003 when I was in high school. My first camera was a Nikon N80 film camera, and I have used Nikon since then. And at this point, I really love Nikon's metering system because I think it's still state of the art. It's still the best, and sensor noise also extremely well controlled. But it's all those little small things that frustrates me, like especially like the VR that doesn't work, and the lens starts to break, you know, after just a few years. I thought Nikon had better quality control, but obviously in this point it's not. Even though the construction, the build quality of the lens is much better than Sony, because yesterday I just received some of my Sony lens for my A7 III that I pre-ordered. The build quality on the A7 III lens is it's super plasticky. It's horrible. On the Nikon, you know, everything feels very solid, but then I'm not sure if that solid construction would translate into reliability, because obviously, as you can see, I have two lenses with VR that stopped working. So that's my rant for today. I am actually switching all my Nikon equipments to Sony. So at this point, I'm only making this video for other people who's considering Nikon, who's considering spending thousands of dollars on camera lens, because I bought this one last year for close to $3,000, and it just broke in 1 year. So I don't know what to say, because when I'm sending it back, it's gonna take me a while to get it fixed, if they can get it fixed, and if they would order me the warranty. So at this point, take my comment for consideration, or you can take my comment as a grain of salt, but keep that in mind. Okay, so if you're thinking about buying the 70-200 2.8E FL, or you're doing a lot of product photography, you're considering getting the Nikon VR, just keep in mind that the VR might stop working. Okay, so there you have it. This is a rant video for today, and I hope you guys find this video useful. If you do, please hit the like button or subscribe, and I'll try to put out more contents. In a few weeks, I'm gonna be unboxing all my Sony gears when they arrive, and I'll keep you guys posted. All right, so thank you so much, and take care.